Here at Local 4, we have devoted a portion of every newscast today to the important topic of education for all.
Paula Tutman pulled together a roundtable of 13 educators from geographically, culturally, and economically diverse districts to take a hard look at education in the times of the pandemic and to get a roadmap of what education will look like moving forward. Here's Paula.
He was having a hard time.
It's nighttime, and Megan works on reading with her youngest son.
We all used to take turns doing the chores.
Living in recovery and sobriety in an aftercare program at Grace Centers of Hope in Pontiac, she has very little formal education herself.
The way they do math these days is a lot different than how we used to do it.
And even fewer resources. She and her roommate, Marie, are raising 5 children together, all sons who have not experienced a single day of remote or distance learning because their family structure and finances don't allow for devices or access, which means they are children in need of a new system of education to achieve the American dream of education for all. During an education roundtable with 13 decision makers through the metro area, what we discovered is a massive effort to overhaul how we educate children in the state moving forward.
For us, it's about meeting parents where they are.
The downtown boxing gym in Detroit is less a boxing gym and more an opportunity to educate children. In the time of COVID, their after-school programs have simply become education programs.
Do you guys think that I can multiply both sides of the equation by the same thing?
We have a staff who's just like on call all day, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. doing phone tutoring sessions based on our own individualized academic plans.
This kind of forward, intentional reach approach, coupled with private sector monies, nonprofits, and big state and federal funding, is the post-COVID view of education. It shows centralized education may need to be a thing of the past, and there must be a change in the very delivery system of education moving forward.
A child's zip code should not determine the quality of education that they receive in Michigan. I think it's time for us to act, and we need to step up.
Educators say it may take time, but they will get students and parents who seem lost, catch them up, and have an even better system in place to make sure they don't get lost again.
Because every scientist that's going to find the cure and the vaccine to this virus was educated in public schools likely. So we got to make sure that our kids are there for us in the future.
It is a mountainous endeavor. Mike DeVoe, superintendent of the Macomb Intermediate School District, says if educators have learned anything in the time of COVID, it's that now is the time to suit up and take the hill.
How did you get to your answer?
First, I had multiplied, then I brought that down.
I mean, we're worried about a lot of things. I mean, I'm worried about the economy, worried about our moms, dads, our businesses. But I think, once you get over that and say, look, what can we do? Not what can I do? There's been several great ideas here, and I think we're all drawing from our experiences and successes. So I just think you have to draw on that as a leader and move forward.
I think it's important to mention that I did invite Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos as well as State Education Superintendent Dr. Michael Rice to join the roundtable, and both declined for various reasons. That's important because in moving forward in any way, those are the biggest decision makers in terms of funding and support for whatever education is going to look like. Paula Tutman, Local 4.